And it is Act 5, Act 6, sorry. Darkness and Cold.
Thank God I'm here. The journey through those woods. It seemed the trees wanted to catch, smother, and swallow me. And the blizzard's becoming more and more fierce. I should be glad I've gotten here at all. If Jacek really worked on some nearby excavation site, then this hotel is probably the only place he could have stayed. I'll arrange accommodation for myself here, and kill two birds with one stone. Maybe I should use a slightly different name. After all, I'd like to leave as few tracks as possible.
Okay, hello everyone, Pazu here. Welcome back to Memento Mori 2, and we are in Finland. So, the rented car.
I got a car from a small car rental service to keep as low a profile as possible. And this is how it ended. I'm just happy I even got here. I definitely don't want to drive anywhere now.
I'm surprised you don't need any chains on the tires. So a motel, Dirty Ham's Motel. Oh, it's Dirty Harry's.
It's in Finnish, but it should read Dirty Harry's. I haven't seen any other place around where people from Argo would be staying.
I thought it says Dirty Ham. Okay, a garbage container.
I wonder how they remove the trash from here. Although it's so cold here, it must be hard for anything to spoil.
Ooh, ski. Can we go skiing?
Whoever they belong to, I don't think they need them in this foul weather.
And a bunch of wood logs.
There are more than enough logs. One of the few things which are plentiful here.
And to the lobby on the second floor. And dining room. Where should we go first? Maybe dining room on the ground floor?
Not my problem.
And whose is it then? On top of which, it's impossible to cook well even with poor supplies, but you would have to want to.
Yeah, pardon me then, next time. Miss? Who, how did you get here? Professor, we have a visitor.
Yeah, I'm surprised we got here too. Using that car. Okay, so... bartender, huh?
We'll see if it's just a waiter, or maybe the hotel proprietor himself. I'd put my money on the latter. Fortunately, according to what I overheard when I came, he speaks English well.
Well, that's good then. Okay, map of Inari and its surroundings.
It's a map of the surroundings.
And a bunch of postcards.
It's full of promotional brochures, but there's also a map of the area. I could use that.
Looks like we can grab a map.
Those maps are for free. Promotion, you know. Feel free to take one.
Okay, we got a map. Menu.
Pickled cheese, chips, peanuts. I guess the chef hasn't been here for some time, if ever. What a lovely bell for calling for service.
Nice, isn't it? Guests use it to call me.
Yeah, right.
We'll see if it's just a waiter, or maybe the hotel proprietor himself. Fortunately, according to what I overheard when I came, he speaks English well.
I'm Harry Koponen. Sorry for not greeting you properly. You took me a bit by surprise. Not many people visit us here. Not this time of year.
But it's not caused by the time of the year, is it? Why such modesty? What about telling the lady here where she has come to?
Oh, the professor likes to exaggerate. There are some strange things going on lately. Yes, but this is an unusual land. Things are a bit different here.
And what things are we talking about now?
Well, they found some newsman in the lake. He had a burning cross carved into his forehead. So now people aren't exactly rushing here, Miss...
Leroy. Madame Leroy. And that dead man. Somebody investigated it, didn't they?
Sure. The police are searching around here pretty thoroughly. Didn't find anything. The newsman was milling about the burnt monastery not far away from here. I told him it is an evil place, but supernatural things seemed ridiculous to him. He didn't believe they exist. Well, his mistake.
And his supernatural killed him, I'm sure. So, how about free roam?
I need a room, at least for tonight. I don't really want to go anywhere else in this weather.
Yes, that's wise. But it will be a bit of a problem with the room.
Why? You're not going to tell me you're full, are you?
Well, it's not that simple. I have 2 free rooms, but...
Oh, really? That's odd. I don't know about any free rooms.
You see, that's the problem. I'm speaking about Argo.
Argo?
The company rented all 3 of my rooms. Now, only Professor Schneider stays here, and the 2 other rooms are empty. But only Argo people can use them.
But I only need to stay until tomorrow. It can't hurt anybody.
I'll be frank with you. I have a contract with Argo. They're going to pay for all my rooms for at least 1 more month. But if I broke the contract, the professor here will blow the whistle. They may cancel the contract, and I'll be left with just those few euros from you for tonight. So I'm sorry, but it won't happen.
But where can I go to? First you tell me it's not safe around here, and then drive me out into the night?
Jesus, drop it. Okay, wait. Let me think for a while. If we...
No, those rooms belong to Argo. That's not going to change.
Yeah, thanks. I almost forgot that. I'm really sorry. Really.
So that's great. What am I to do now?
Only someone from Argo can do something about it. I mean, only Schneider. You see, my hands are tied in this.
So the technicians from Argo really stay here. No matter what, I have to find a way to get a room.
Yep, sneak inside those rooms. Yeah, the Argo company.
That Argo, what are they doing here?
The same as everywhere else. They specialize in restoring old buildings, renovating paintings, cleaning old rotten books and such. And here they worked in the burnt monastery. Well, worked is the correct word. Professor Schneider and those 2, Bateman and Jacek. Jacek has gone to the States, didn't even say goodbye. And Bateman, well, that's a weird thing, too.
Weird? I don't want to be nosy, but when you've already mentioned a dead body...
Well then, you're probably not going to like this. Bateman left to take care of something the very same day as Jacek, but he should have returned a long time ago. I think you know where I'm heading. I said it to the cops, too. Gentlemen, Bateman, he's going to come up the same way soon, because there's a beast creeping around. This is exactly what's going to happen. You'll see.
So you're saying that Bateman has disappeared, and Jacek? You said he's left?
Argo had him relocated to San Francisco. It's strange, though, that he's not come back yet. I heard that they were done with the work there.
No, the work in San Francisco isn't done. Something bad happened at the site. Because of that, it was impossible to continue. That's why Jacek was to return.
Oh, I know. But you said he had some kind of accident? Supposedly he was hospitalized. Maybe he was severely injured.
Are you listening to me at all? I said that Argo called and that he was released from the hospital long ago. But if he's not back by tomorrow, I'll continue the work myself.
Sure, especially when you can barely get up from the table.
And whose fault is that? If there was a decent cook here instead of you using whatever you use to cook that stuff, I would be just fine.
Yeah, people are lining up to work here. Well, so much for Argo.
Yeah. The professor here. So he's part of Argo. The only one left.
Schneider's the man at the table? From Argo.
You bet. He's their boss. From what I overheard, he's the only one who actually knows what they're looking for. I guess it's a really big secret. Come on, tell us. What are you looking for up there?
That's hardly your business. I'd rather you look for those pills for me.
You see, this is how much fun I have here. Theo, I mean Yatsik. Now that guy was funny. At least when he was sober.
You shouldn't have sold him any alcohol then. We came here to work, not to get drunk.
Yeah. You'd have them work the whole day in some damn crypt, and after that have them go straight to bed. Maybe you should have bought some robots with you instead.
A crypt? Oh, what do you know about a crypt? If Bateman or Yatsek had said anything to you about our research, it's classified. Secret. Do you understand?
Yes, I get it. As if anyone cared.
Our rivals, relic, thieves, everyone cares. So just don't talk about anything you've heard, okay?
And this basically is what has been going on here every day for several weeks now. Sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. The feud between you two. Okay, so, Jacek, let's talk about him.
What about that Yatsek? I think I may know him. He didn't leave some contact information? Don't you know where I can find him?
Well, you're not the only one who would like to know that. He was to return here from America. Schneider is still waiting for him, and the man just vanished into thin air. Maybe he got involved in something bad.
Why do you think that?
Normally, he wasn't a bad person. Unlike Schneider and that weirdo Bateman, it was at least possible to talk with him or to play some poker. At least when he'd not had too much to drink. They say he had problems with drinking even before, and I can believe it. When it went to his head, he totally lost control. Maybe that's why he argued so violently with Bateman before he left.
Oh.
Didn't he write his address in the visitor's book?
No, I only have a contract with Argo, and anyone who works for them can stay here. Schneider deals with that. No one tells me anything.
And he's been away for as long as Yatsek?
Exactly, it's been about a month.
And what happened to Bateman?
So you think Bateman is dead too?
Well, he left a message for the professor saying that he's going to accompany Yatsek to Helsinki and buy some spare parts they needed for that digging of theirs here. It was almost a month ago.
So you think...
The professor says that although those spare parts are hard to get, he certainly should be back already. In my opinion, he got them, was on his way back, and when he was somewhere around here in the woods, then...
Then what?
This is a weird place, Madame Leroy. Sometimes a few meters is enough to make someone lose their way. Even before, people got lost here from time to time. Some people just disappeared. And now that corpse... Moreover, someone like Bateman was the type to come across something.
What do you mean?
The man was odd. Such a quiet person. Always lost in thought, and he never smiled. This Bateman, he lost his wife, Beatrice, somewhere in America, and he looked like he was waiting for death to come to him, too. And that's not good, because he who waits will live to see, Miss Leroy. And then he had this terrible argument with Yatsek? Yatsek was greedy, money-grubbing, so if it was about money... But the one who shouted like mad was Bateman. Would you believe that? Weird guy, really.
So a huge change of personality. For both Yatsek and Bateman. Discreet questioning.
You said that Bateman argued about something with Yatsek. When was that approximately? And do you know what their argument was about?
No offense, but you ask a lot of questions. You know that? But I'll tell you, because it really was impossible not to overhear it. I was just repairing the railing in the hall, so I heard it firsthand.
Probably something trivial.
Hardly. They screamed like two psychos. Mostly Bateman. I couldn't believe he could get so angry. They squabbled about some book. They called it a manuscript or something. About some old book. Can you understand that?
Ancient documents can be extremely valuable, often in the tens of thousands of euros.
Well, that would explain it. After I left, they probably argued again in the lobby. I think one of them threw a hammer at the other one. I found it there.
And the fight, when did it happen?
About a month ago.
So immediately before Bateman accompanied him to Helsinki. Then Jacek went to the States.
Wait, you think Jacek would... because of that book? No, I wouldn't say that. Although, if he was drinking hard before he left...
It definitely has some logic to it. This is very interesting. Could Bateman be the first victim of Jacek? That dead man from the lake, the slashed newsman, was his doing for sure. Something tells me that Bateman may not have left for Helsinki at all.